Wholesome, hearty food is very welcome on these long wintry nights. Today on Conscious Cooking, Anuradha shares her delicious butternut and chickpea coconut curry that's just perfect for this time of the year. Enjoy.
Namaste, Vanakkam, Hare Krishna. Welcome to Conscious Cooking with me, Anuradha. This morning we're making a delicious, nutritious chickpea and butternut curry that's cooked in a tomato and coconut milk gravy. For this curry, we're going to use 1 can of cooked chickpeas. We're going to use 1.5 cups of peeled and diced butternut. We're going to need about 1.5 cups of pureed tomato and a can of coconut milk. We're also going to need the following spices: some masala, some turmeric powder, some garam masala, a little extra jeera, salt, and we're going to be using the following greens: some chili, curry leaves, some coriander or dhania, and some fresh ginger. So in my pot I have a little bit of oil, and to my oil I'm going to add a few of my ingredients like my chili, which I'm just slicing in half, and we're going to be using a few curry leaves, and we're going to be putting in a little piece of fresh ginger, about a teaspoon. Right, so as we've gone through our spices, I'm going to be adding in some red masala, about a teaspoon of turmeric powder or hardi for some color, and also because it's such a great antioxidant. We're going to put in half of the garam masala at this stage and half of the freshly ground jeera powder, and we're just going to give that a light stir, and then we're going to be putting in all of our butternut so that it is nicely coated by these lovely spices. So at this stage I'm going to add in about 1/2 cup of water and give it all a good stir again. Look now, after a few minutes of cooking, we want to see that the butternut has cooked a little bit quite nicely, and you can see that the knife has gone through, so it has. We're now going to add our can of chickpea, and we're going to be adding about 1.5 cups of pureed tomato. So what I've done with this tomato is I've boiled tomato, and then I have skinned it, I've removed the peel, and I have blended it. So the tomato is going to cook very quickly in this curry because it's already pre-cooked. And we're now going to close this lid again, and we're going to let it cook for another 5 minutes. So I'm now going to salt my dish, and I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar. It's not something that's absolutely necessary, but the sugar helps with the tartness of the tomato. But as I said, it's something that you can leave out if you want. So let's put in our salt, and let's put in a little bit of sugar. And now we leave it to cook for a few minutes, and we'll prepare our garnish in the meantime. So I'm going to be using some coriander or dhania in the dish, and also just to finish the dish. So let's just chop it up in the meantime. So we're going to add our final ingredient to our dish today, and that is 1 cup of coconut milk. That looks so nutritious. Let's give it all one last stir. We're going to stir all those lovely ingredients and the butternut and chickpea together. And we're going to now plate it in our kadai. Let's try and get all of the chickpea and butternut in there with this delicious saucy gravy. And the interesting thing is that this is also an excellent vegan meal, and it is also something you can eat as a stew, or it can be served with rice or with roti. And there you have our delicious, nutritious chickpea and butternut curry that's cooked in tomato and coconut milk.